Hello and welcome back, YouTube. It is 4:35 p.m. Wednesday, July 26, 2023, and it is 117 degrees out. Let me see what the weather widget on my iPhone says, but that's what the cars have been saying. Weather widget says 116, just dropped to 115, but most of the cars have been driving have been saying 117 for a while. Whatever it is hot like hell out there. Oh man, I had a Saturn I moved. Or no, sorry, not Saturn. I'm moving a Saturn right now. I had a Tesla that I moved, Model 3. That is right on the top of, oh man, my steering wheel is hot. I guess it is okay to park in that spot. So I didn't park there this morning because I wasn't sure if that was a spot or not. Getting my Hello Fresh gloves out. I'm rolling with my Hello Fresh gloves, which are all green from the Hello Fresh boxes. Some of those steering wheels when the cars are sitting on the maintenance yard, when I go to move them, those steering wheels are so hot. About 2 days ago, I literally burned my fingertips to the point that they were stinging for a while. That's the French guy there, Emmanuel. I got a feeling he's not going to be driving for the maintenance department very long. That's the word. He just doesn't seem to be getting it. He makes a lot of mistakes and kind of disappears and sits for quite a while. I don't think the guy's dumb. I think there's just a language barrier to the point that he's not really understanding all the directions. Someone was saying they're probably going to bump him to what they call up and downs, which is literally moving cars up and down. Taking the freshly clean ones from the crew at the car wash. Am I going to make this light? No, I'm not. Whoa, shit. Yeah, up and downs is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's just moving cars up and down. They pick them up from the guys that work in the car wash, which is kind of the last step of getting them ready to be rented. And then they take them up into the car rental center, the third floor. That's the Hertz floor. And put them in the various areas where rental car customers pick them up. Now, I'm not sure exactly how that sorting works, as I don't do that, but it's not just one area. They've got different areas based on the type of car and the class of car. But they take them up there, and then from there, they go to the area where people are checking them in, and there's somebody there inspecting them, and if it passes the inspection, then the up-down people will take them down the ramp, into the wash line. Two different wash lines, but it's the bigger wash line on the I'm having to think like north, south, east, and west how things are laid out, because once I'm in there, like north, south, east, and west doesn't have a lot of relevance to me. It's like as I'm navigating around that, it's all a closed course with like 3 basic and separate areas, or kind of 4 separate areas. But I usually use the wash line in the north, but the up and down people use the wash line to the south, which is the bigger wash line. And just back and forth. But yeah, the word is probably going to move Emmanuel there because he doesn't seem to be. It's a little more complicated, all the maintenance stuff, because there's a lot of shorthand you got to try to decipher. No, it had a funny Esther moment today where she had misinterpreted something written on a car window, which is how they mark them if they need to go to some kind of maintenance. And I forget what the heck it said, but it was like 4 letters and a period, and she thought it was short for registration, and that was what she keyed on first. Like, no, that goes under registration. And I'm thinking, And occasionally, like, we've got an area where there's something wrong, like the registration is not current and has to go there. The people who handle that stuff will handle it. And that supersedes any kind of maintenance or anything. And consequently, like, if the registration's no good, generally speaking, that's all it says on the window is registration. Anything else that needs to be handled with the car, it gets finished after registration. So it didn't make sense for me for it to say registration and then have a whole bunch of other shit written on the window. And I forget, but anyway, what she was thinking was abbreviation for registration was abbreviation for something completely different. And it all kind of boiled down to maybe they need some consistency on how they label the shit. But yeah, she's like second guessing herself and translating herself, and then she said that stood for something else, and then she said for something else. I'm like, well, how'd you get that from registration to required? Or something like that. She's like, well, and then she starts talking about, you know, abbreviations and people not labeling them like supposed to, and blah, blah, blah. I swear, every time she goes in and tries to give me more direction, she just wastes both our time, because it's been a good solid 2 days since she's looked at something. There goes a Waymo. Since she's looked at something and had a better interpretation on it than what I'm sorting out by myself. So no Andre today. That was kind of disappointing. I'd say I spent most of my day rolling around with Keontae. That's his name. He's the young black pothead I was talking about the other day. He's a good guy. He's entertaining. It's kind of funny. I was telling him about my karaoke gigs. I said nobody really knows what I'm going to sing when I grab the microphone. It could be anything. I'm into everything. Just wherever I think the crowd's going to go, whatever I'm in the mood for. He goes, really? I said, yeah, I could sing anything from Pantera to Pop Smoke. He looks over at me. He's like, wow, I didn't think you'd know about Pop Smoke. I'm like, dude, I'm a DJ. Why wouldn't I know about Pop Smoke? So I think I threw him for a loop with that one. And then, of course, I was going to show him what selection I had on my Songbook DB for Pop Smoke, because I know I got at least 2 songs, but probably more than that. Although the only one I ever do is What You Know About Love. But anyway, I went to show him that, and then it popped up a thing saying that my account was suspended, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I gotta take care of that. And part of me wants to take care of that right now, but I am super pressed for time. Still don't have the radio or the clock working here in the Saturn, so I don't know what the hell time it is without looking at my iPhone, which is a pain in the ass. 4:45. I got 45 minutes to beat Domino's. Already got my... Whoa. Speaking of iPhone, somebody's trying to call me on it, and I got my damn gloves on. Hello? Hey, what's going on? Oh, so you are moved. Good. I totally forgot you were calling me after work, but yeah, this is the perfect time. I'm just trying to get home, feed the cats, change clothes. Really? Oh man, somebody torched the shit out of that building. Oh yeah, me too. Oh god, it's so fucking hot today. The air's working good in the Saturn though, but it is fucking hot. It's hot. It's 117 out right now around the airport. Well, I'm in the Saturn. I'm on my way home from the... I said I'm in the Saturn. I'm on the way home from the rental car center. I hate the sound of TV unless I'm actively watching it. It kills me, people who just leave TVs on all the time as background. That's annoying as fuck to me. As to people who leave their TV on as just background noise all the time, I find that annoying as fuck. Like I got enough voice. where you're at? You mean for, well, like, what do you mean grocery shopping too? Okay, so what kind of a home is it anyway? Okay, but it's actually in a house as opposed to like a... That sounds all right. And as long as you're there, like, they coordinate whatever you need as far as like medical appointments and shit, right? Okay. Schedule appointments with doctors to figure out why your fucking feet hurt, that kind of shit. Good. I'm glad you're there, because it just, I was just, what I kept trying to get through, like, when they were, because it seemed like every place that we went, right, or of dehydration or whatever you were dealing with, but yeah, it seemed like at the methadone clinic, they just wanted you to go away. At the mental health clinic, they just wanted you to go away. And it was just like, and then you get into, and I wasn't trying to be a complete asshole to the doctor, but I just wanted to make sure I got the point across that, you guys just basically do emergency room shit, and then you kick her out the fucking door. Nothing gets fixed. You just check some boxes and check some boxes and bill a government agency, and then she's not getting any fucking help she needs, and she's right back here fucking 3 days later in the exact same condition. Can we do better than this? No, you got to see the Google reviews of that place. Yeah, no, I'm glad, because I was kind of worried, and I really was trying to get out there, but I couldn't seem to find any information regarding visiting time, and every time I called, I got to this automated phone system that I couldn't... Oh, well, there you go. I couldn't get any fucking information, and I was kind of nervous about driving all the way out there with my Saturn overheating, to oh, damn. Well, it's a good thing I didn't drive all the way out there. At one point, I was hoping to maybe just try to drop by there on the way, because since you left, I did one more shift over at HelloFresh Delivery, which is like over by the football stadium, like 99th Avenue and Camelback-ish. And I love working over there. It kind of sucks that now between the car rental place and Domino's, I just don't have any time for anything else. In fact, I think my schedule between Domino's and the car rental place is over 70 hours this week. So I'm just literally work, drive, sleep, work, drive, sleep. Well, I mean, I got so behind money-wise, and I'm trying to fix that. I'm going to try not to burn myself out to the point where I crash, but so far so good. It sucks they don't have the phone in a separate quiet room. Yikes. Oh, it just kind of, yeah, you just kind of sound distorted and staticky. Well, that's a good thing. I'm almost home. I said I'm almost home. Oh, that's right. I got all your ID and shit. Yeah, I do have it. I do have it someplace specific, like where it won't get lost. I've been making a point to keep that all in one spot. Okay. Is it possible for you to make like a list and with the address and stuff? Because if I don't have the shit written down, I'm not going to remember it. I mean, I remember you're going to need your EPT and your license, but... Yeah, it's not like I go to Levine very often. I mean, I was getting pretty close there with HelloFresh. It pains me seeing all the HelloFresh stuff coming up on Wonolo and looking at it and going, yeah, I ain't got time for that. Because I like working over there. But yeah, at some point I need the address, like, on something written. But I'm driving, I can't write it down. I need it on something like an email or a text or something so I don't lose it. I'm at 44th Street and... Oh, wait, I'm at 44th and Oak waiting for the light to change. This is kind of a long light. What? You're overmodulated, you're hard to understand. No, 44th and Oak. Okay, I finally passed it. That was a long red light. At least my temperature days. I want to take a nap so bad. I gotta... The what building? Oh, the overpriced apartments? Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Yeah, the cops seem to be doing better at getting the riffraff out of here lately, though, so that's something. Yeah, I'm almost home. What the fuck? Hang on, I'm trying to get situated here. Got like one glove on. I put my gloves on because my steering wheel was like so hot it was burning my hands when I got in the car. And I had to take one glove off to answer the phone. Hello and welcome back, YouTube. Man, I wish I had a longer break at home. That was just not enough. Like, that wasn't a break. That was actually kind of breakneck pace trying to get everything ready. I needed to get ready and feed the cats and get the daughter off the phone. Yeah, I get that she's in a place where she can't send me a list, but for me to try to write stuff down, like as pressed for time as I am right now, I don't think she fully grasps on how little time I have to do the things she's asking me to do for her. Sure, it would be great if her mom was around to help with that sort of stuff, but her mom checked out about 5 years ago. Decided she no longer had any interest in doing anything to help our daughter out. So that's unfortunate. 5:18 p.m. Oh yes, I have 12 minutes to get my ass over to Domino's. On the bright side, I think I can get there in 12 minutes, so that's a good thing. It's kind of nice having like everything as close together as it is right now, and having what appears to be a pretty functional vehicle. I remembered my forklift speaker today. Let's see what it's going to play. It's probably turned down. scared me. Pearl Jam. That's not Pearl Jam. Hell yeah. That'd be a good song to start with when I'm ready to start delivering pizzas. It's pretty lo-fi, but it's better than silence in the car. I gotta figure out what the hell's up with my car stereo. It's, not only does it absolutely suck not having news or tunes in the car, but I just keep looking down to the blank space on my dash, expecting to see what time it is, and seeing a blank space on my dash. 5:20. Yeah, that red light's 2 minutes that I don't get back. That is such a long, annoying red light there at Oak Street, but still better than being stuck in on a stroad with heavy traffic. So, looks like Allison's in a good place. I come to find out the place that she was transferred to, the address that I got from the ambulatory driver. She said she was there less than 48 hours, and they bounced her somewhere else. So it's a good thing I didn't waste my time going down there trying to visit her. And she said that their policy was no visitors anyway. So that would have all been wasted effort had I done it. And I told her the main reason I hadn't, beyond the obvious of I'm just working my ass off and I have just no time for anything, but including doing freaking laundry, which I need to do so bad. But yeah, every time I tried to call I just got a answering machine, I had some kind of machine that I couldn't seem to connect to a human being with, and that every time I was looking online, I just couldn't find any information whatsoever about visitation policies, visiting hours, anything of that nature. So she said that place kind of sucked and it didn't help her, that she didn't feel like it helped her much, although she sounds a million times better now talking to her on the phone than she has since she resurfaced at the Brazo Heart Hospital like a month ago. So that's a good thing. That's a huge thing. And I don't think she realizes how different she sounds, but I realize how different she sounds. She actually sounds sane now, which is, and I can actually understand her now. About half the time, I couldn't understand her. Like, you just need to speak up or enunciate better or something. I can't fucking understand you. And she'd get really frustrated. But the reality is, if I can't understand you, I can't understand you. So anyway, she's at some kind of a house, some kind of I don't even know what the hell you call it, but she said it's a house. They're actually in a house as opposed to some kind of medical center or something like that. She says they're actually living in a house, and she's there with like 7 other girls. And by girls, I'm assuming she means young adults, although I wouldn't be surprised if she's there with teenagers. I mean, she's 21. I don't know. I guess at some point when I go there to visit, I'll find out the demographics of the people she's getting treatment with, which is terrible because that makes my not that it's terrible the people she's with, but what it was terrible is just thinking about that makes my mind wander to when my sister Melissa was in the county annex, which was the mental hospital that used to be attached to Maricopa Medical Center, also known as County Hospital, which isn't County Hospital anymore now. I think it's Valleywise Medical Center, and I've been told County Annex is completely shut down. I haven't driven around that end just to see for myself, but it seems like somebody told me County Annex was no longer. I feel like it was somebody at the methadone clinic up on Cactus that told me that, and then told me that I should take Allison to I forget what the heck it was called, but basically a place that's providing the services the County Annex used to, over next to where Maricopa Medical Center used, or no, what the heck was it called? I forget what the heck the hospital. drawing a blank. But the hospital that used to be at 7th Avenue and Buckeye, I'm forgetting what that used to be called. I think it used to be called Phoenix General. Anyway, there's not a regular hospital anymore, but back when I did non-emergency medical transportation, that was called Phoenix General, and some kind of mental hospital that was of no help when I went by there with Allison. But they're there providing that kind of services in part of what used to be Phoenix General Hospital's building. So, anyway, yeah, when my sister was in County Annex and I was going there on the regular to visit her, and I was going every day, some friend of hers that was in there started totally hitting on me, and she was just 21 and stunningly gorgeous, and I'm trying to think how old I was. At the time, I wasn't dating someone the age of my daughter. I mean, my daughter is that age now, but I think my daughter at that time, my daughter Allison, would have probably been around 6 or 7. I forget how old I was. I want to say mid-30s. Mid-30s, maybe pushing late 30s, but it's bugging me. I can't remember that gal's name, but yeah, I started kind of getting to know her inside the hospital, and every day I went in there. I brought some stuff for my sister, and I brought some stuff for her, and then once she got out, like, we completely hooked up, and that relationship lasted about a week. I would say that week I got some of the most aesthetically pleasing sex I've ever had in my life. But my car did not do a nice shift from first to second there. That was not pleasant. Yeah, I wish I could remember her name. I know if I go searching through my Gmail, and I gotta go way back in my inbox, farther back than the Gmail app will let me go. I have to do it at a desktop. But I know if I get far enough back, I'll find her name and her email address and a bunch of really hot pictures that she sent me back when her and I were a short-lived thing. And God, now I totally want to do that and then do the math to figure out how old she is. She's probably like in her mid-30s now. Oh, heck, she might be ready to be a thing with me now. Now that we're both, now that she's older. Yeah, I wasn't enough to maintain her interest at 21 as soon as she was actually out of the mental hospital for over a week. But whatever, that relationship was a lot of fun while it lasted. Anyway, I am here. It is 5:27, so yay, I'm on time, barely. Not quite sure how I'm going to handle the Domino's app. I am really short on data with my iPhone. I'm going to try and see if I can get it to work on Obamaphone 5, but I'm not very optimistic about it. So wish me luck.